And I'm live. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Redgrim Gaming. I'm Leon, I'm lonely, and I'm going to play more Watchdogs. This is one fun power fantasy of buggy messitude. It's, you know, the classical Ubisoft thing. Like, wow, we got this open world. Oh, you got a bunch of things to collect. Oh, they don't ultimately serve the game or plot at all. But whatever, just go do it. Continuing from the first time, I kicked off hard mode and permadeath. We lost a good man, Dalton, right in the beginning, as part of the tutorial. You can't really do anything about it. I'm not familiar with the previous two games because they looked a little too... Well, they had those pretensions to be edgy, and I just didn't really catch my attention as much. Like, I think the whole selling point of the first Watchdogs was the graphics are pretty, and I don't find graphics all that interesting. I'd rather play a game that's really fun. Hollow Knight is awesome, and it's drawn in cartoon style. All that aside...
Came straight from a guy who knows a guy at Bloom, preloaded with the Beta B-Link OS. I can give it to you for 300 if you...
Finish up your scheme, there's work to do.
Man's gotta stay sharp, Bags.
Well, here we are with our resident appointed hacker guy. What was I doing? Oh yeah, okay. So the game basically finally kicked off, and Permadeath is enabled. It is hard difficulty, because I did kick this game off once earlier, and... well, I wasn't really impressed. The difficulty really only got hard when the game started bugging up. Run, buddy! Oh, God. Oh, man! There you go, London. That's how you take back your streets. Oh, God! He just gave up. Man. I do like how they tried to really build a world this time. Like, the NPCs all have to actually be part of the game more than just being collateral damage you can have fun exploiting when you're bored. They'll have relationships to each other, randomly generated and such, but... and I don't know, that's a really cool feature. But if you're the kind who can't really, like, make your own canon in your head about your guys and what you're doing, this probably isn't a game that's really gonna enthrall you. And I'm really bummed that I decided to start from scratch, because you couldn't put I would have played with my original playthrough, but I couldn't turn permadeath on after starting the game. You either start with it on or you don't get it at all. My original guy, my starting guy, who... I don't know why I'm just running in circles like a moron. I guess because I have to. Could steal a car. But my starting guy in my original playthrough was basically this Darth Maul-looking motherfucker with all these dermal studs poking out of his head in every which way, and his face was like tattooed skull black, and I believe his eyes were dyed. And I really wanted to keep that guy, but I didn't find a playthrough on Switch would be all that fun without the actual challenge of actually being able to get everybody killed and ruin the game. Wait, can we start another riot? You about to pick on this old lady? Nope. Nope. Oh, okay. That AI is not pathfinding well. Cardio? Yes. Lots and lots of cardio, Mama Croc. Pleasure to have you here. If I remember all of my tags and stuff. Hang on. Lost my train of thought. But I know who you are. I remember who you are. Nice to have you here. Forgot what we did this morning. Oh yeah, shoulders. How are your shoulders doing? They sore? It was shoulders, Twitch. And Mama Croc commenting on my stream here is my workout partner. Okay.
I've been avoiding this place since it happened. All this empty air makes it hard to think of stupid shit to say, you know?
What kind of fall damage are we dealing with, Ubisoft?
Falling with security. Suspicious, no?
The left one, the left shoulder's not is sore or doing fine? I imagine you meant sore. My right one's doing the same. Oh. Well, that was hilarious. Fall damage is next to negligible. Here we go. Sneaking in. Nice. I did not know what helmet you had.
Take this down. The Tone bombing presents us with an excellent opportunity. Once we've taken full possession of the site, it gives us a good vantage point on the Thames and provides us with a cover of activity to mask some of our own higher risk activities.
Huh. By higher risk activity, you mean shit people don't want to hear you doing? I don't know when you popped on stream, but you missed me setting civilians to just absolutely knock a guy out. It's a wonderfully fun experience playing this game. Just the it's basically you have a superpower on the left bumper, and it's just contextual. I'm looking at that guy, so now it does that. So I can do that. Slam myself into this wall, and now that button hijacks cameras, and I don't know. It's pretty fun. It's built well suited to a fast-paced kind of experience. I am now investigating the bombings that happened at the beginning of the game that our little hacker group got blamed for. Despite having 2 games of goodwill, I think, really built up behind us, apparently it can all be undone with a false flag operation. It is pretty cool. Keep saying for anyone new watching, lurking in the background or whatever, you can recruit anybody from the NPCs. Just literally anybody. Even the people, even that guy I just threw, I could go through all the trouble of either wiping his medical dead or something from the injuries I caused. And the game will let me bring him in. So, it's pretty fun conceptually. It's really buggy, though, and it lacks a certain amount of oomph so far. For the reference to my stream archive, Mama Croc says she never played before, but it looks cool. It is cool. It's just it's not your top of the line. They had a little bit more effort. I would say instead of going with randomly generated, I would have probably nailed down who all of your actors are in the plot, and I get that would have been excruciating. but then everybody would have names and they would have personalities that are their own, rather than having the hilarious moments where voices just really do not match the character models. Because that... In my last playthrough, I had a 55-year-old hobo woman who sounded like a prissy cheerleader at all times. Just because the characters are randomly generated, and it doesn't always work out. Found a damaged spider bot.
What the hell?
This is it. The signal is coming from this spider bot fragment. No indication yet who it belongs to.
Bagley there is probably my favorite part of this game, but that's just because he's a snarky
With
robot.
an AR reconstruction, we may be able to see what happened to it and if it relates to the attack. Access data relays in the vicinity, and I can compile enough data to build the AR reconstruction.
Hey, hack all the things around the building.
Perfect. 2 more data relays to go.
Once I'm actually done with this whole playthrough, win, lose, or draw, I plan on getting all of the bugs together for a nice little supercut, of which I'm approaching a little over 100 bugs that I have snapped and recorded, all of which are just hysterical. They get funnier every time they happen.
One more data relay and I'll have it.
AI snapping in and out of place. Sorry, models snapping in and out of place. AI losing track of you even though you're standing in front of them. If you just want to have fun just beating people up and being an unstoppable badass, zap, flip. This is your game. He sounds like Claptrap. Aww. That reminds me of sad stuff that I don't think he's voice acting anymore because of some crap that went down at Gearbox, and I think he claimed he was assaulted by the CEO, and he just hasn't been back to work since.
Right, okay.
Okay, well that's a broken neck. That dude's like dead, right? No, he's headed to the hospital. I guess he'll be fine. Incidentally, Mama Croc, I remember buying you a book for Christmas by one Yahtzee Croshaw. He actually assisted in writing for this game. Just as a fun side note. Man, I am getting that hip throw. This guy's a master at one throw. Guess that's all you need. Arma trapped in case somebody poke around down here while I'm good.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
You brought the payload?
Fun point I considered is
We'd go back to you.
AR stands for augmented reality, but I'm not exactly wearing anything to view augmented reality right. Or do I have like
Bagley, can you
cyber
work out
eyes or
who was running the
something?
spider bot?
I've now fully decrypted the signal the Spiderbot is broadcasting, and while I cannot identify a specific user, it is a call code used by the Metropolitan Police Service.
Dun
The
dun
cops
dun.
were watching. Oh, now that is an interesting little wrinkle.
Kelly, like Clan Kelly. Mobsters blew the city up.
Looked to me like a handoff. The Kellys might just have been a supplier.
Question is, who were they meeting with? Didn't seem like they knew each other too well. Maybe that was 0 Day.
Well, don't just stand there. Keep looking.
I do think this game is a massive step in the right direction for Watchdogs
The reconstruction continues
versus
behind
their
that bubble.
first
Cool.
game where it just kind of seemed like you were going to be Batman, but not at all Batman.
Technology's at least 10 years away,
And then
but
the second
spider
movie,
bots and
which
drones
just
are
kind
here
of wanted to
today.
appeal
You
to
can try one of
hipsters
those if you don't
a
feel like
little
waiting.
too much.
Why don't you aim those human eyeballs of yours
Like,
at the
tried
man's
to
cargo?
just pass themselves off as super cool and hip with the kids, and it just comes off as, well, lame.
RDX nitrogen has the exact same detonator system like the bombs that were planted at Parliament.
It's 0 day. It's gotta be.
There, hurry. We've got all the deliveries.
So you were hired to supply all the targets? Got it. We're all I need to know.
Now we know the mob, and...
Shit.
Or at least
So
we have an
Zero Day
idea
was
that
just
the
a bunch of
mob and
brutes
Albion
popping
were
off.
in on it.
That's certainly one way to pull off a massive coordinated attack while remaining anonymous. 0 Day needed manpower and resources, but they needed them at an arm's length. And it doesn't take the world's greatest AI detective to see that both Clan Kelly and Albion benefited.
Whoop. Wait.
The
That guy just
aftermath.
kept his ass in a briefcase?
Unfortunately, this is the most we can get out of the AR reconstruction. But if we could find the mystery officer who was spying through the spider bot, they could tell
How
us
is it
more.
a spider bot if it only has 6 limbs? Well, people don't think that much about it, and calling it a bug bot doesn't quite roll off the tongue. Totally call it the insectoid. But that starts to sound like a disease now that I've said it out loud. So maybe not. Maybe Spiderbot stays. Documents. Gonna sneak my way back out of here. Oh, you spotted me. That's your fault. And we're
Tracing the
gone.
Spiderbot serial number, it was assigned to New Scotland Yard 3 years ago. Perhaps more information about its user or its assignment will be available at the station.
So the police knew about the bomb.
Alright, enough of the cardio gag.
Oh, Bagley. I think we might get to uncover a conspiracy.
The
Oh,
only
great.
way
I'm not
to
gonna be
know
able to
for
drive
sure
this
is
out.
to
Oh, yeah.
investigate New Scotland Yard.
Oh, yeah. The only thing they could do to make this more fun is to add destructibility to the city and, like, give you some real toys to play with. Like, here's some fun stuff for you. Just looking at any car, tap that contextual button, and just send everybody into a spiraling rage of chaos.
Searching for the source.
Imagine never dealing with traffic again,
Any luck yet?
and then basing a whole video game
It looks
mechanic
Albion
around
took over
it.
the police station.
And the entire police service. But don't worry, if you're not pleased with your privatized goon squad, just take your business across the street.
Well, I do say fuck the police. I also say fuck Albion. What to make of this?
Not to worry, the only difference now is the uniform, assault weapons, and the fact they're motivated by profit over public service. Now, any record or information on the Spiderbot will be further in.
See how much. Take down with this Spiderbot first. Oh, shit. Video face. Trying not to stop and grab all the documents. Kind of do that off stream, but every once in a while my brain gets the better of me and I'm like, well, I'm here. Camera, side, turn that off, back to Spiderbot, in we go! The one thing that I pointed out in the last stream, one really game-breaking problem with this is the Spiderbot. You can pretty much play the entire game just standing outside of places you get in trouble and using a Spiderbot. And there wouldn't be a problem if they had a way to, like, track you down when they disable your Spiderbot, but they don't. Like, if you could make your character sit there and shake their ass at them. And all they could do is get grumpy about it. But, like, passive-aggressively, because they don't actually approach you or do anything.
Doing a sweep of the premises.
Clear. Let's move on.
Be very quiet. And we're gone. Oh, darn. That didn't work. Uh-huh. Well, that's not...
I think they're pissed off. Thank God.
Spiderbot cannon, two handcuffs. Guess I'll have to go inside after all. Does contraband really have another word? Hey, tech points. That's another thing this game could do a little more of, is a individualized level up
According to the
system.
serial numbers, this matches the piece of Spiderbot from the Tone bombing site.
Can you tell who used it last?
Like if
That'll
your
get the
individual
Spiderbot round that
operatives
route. I'll need
had
the direct
their own
connection in
skills
order
and
to learn
usefulness.
more from our bisected friend.
Piss easy. I got this.
Oops. Maybe we don't got this. Maybe don't talk too soon. I forgot your name.
That opening right there looks like a good exit point. Right, get comfy. This Spiderbot might be broken and missing some of its legs, but it can still jump and fit through vents. That's a good way to get through the station undetected. That's a part of the remote detonator system from Parliament. If the Met, or Albion rather, actually analysed it, they would see it wasn't DedSec's handiwork at all. That's Dalton's mask. It must have been recovered from Parliament. It might be the only thing left of him now.
Hey. Oh. Oh. Gimps the Spiderbot. The Gimpy Spider. Oh, come on. On the thing. There you go. Now you're getting it. Now we're off like a herd of turtles. Oh, good. Broken Spiderbot jumping
You have to
maze.
jump your way across to get to the next vent opening.
Alright, thanks, Bagley. Figured that out by walking into the room and using my very human eyeballs. So this spider bot should be enough evidence to at least prove that our group didn't do the bombing.
But who knows how long? When crime fighting is treated like a business, crime will never go away. That would be bad for business, right? Don't tell me Albion has our best interests at heart.
Well, I picked the most exciting segments to play this game too, didn't I? And we're crawling. And we're crawling.
You're almost there. Make your way through this last bed path.
Oh, broke the game. Door doesn't open with weight on it, pressing it open. Right. So I'm gonna have to make it to where my spider bot is.
It's mask o'clock.
Yeah, this isn't. Probably should work my way around. Hello. Pleasure to meet you.
No.
Hey! Welcome to the chat, Corey. Oh, hey, what the... I wish I could help. DedSec doesn't do that. We don't help. And you'll be fine. Pop on my weird helmet. World War One. Yeah. Nice. I can't talk today. It's been sort of a long day. None of you are guards, so you're just gonna ignore me. That's not weird at all. Poor dude's going, not my problem. Okay. Now we have a spider bot that sort of proves our innocence.
Got it.
Scanning Spiderbot.
My spider bot that I can't pick up for some reason.
While I'm analysing
There
this
we go.
data, you should make yourself scarce. Unless you'd like to explain to your new, heavily armed, privatized police force why you've broken into the station.
Sure.
Well, before we do that, let's free our friend we found.
That's brilliant, thanks.
Oh, okay. Alright, I figured I had to escort you, but alright, I guess not. Just have to leave.
There we go. I think you just made a new friend. If Albion wanted to
Whoa.
lock them up, they must be dangerous.
Thank God that guy was inspecting the trash.
Exactly.
He's still there? Oh, no. Love believable NPCs.
The spy
Okay.
you found had a satellite-based GPS module that regularly pushed its location to a specific ground station.
A secret location. Cool. What are we waiting for? Let's go.
Pushing you the ground station's coordinates.
Guy's so chipper. At some point in the middle of the stream, I gotta go find one of my mustache guys and recruit them from the first episode. Whoop. And that bus just stopped. And then took a hard right. And then floored it. Small amounts of power. And how are you doing today, Corey? I'll bet he left. Oh well. Because I don't have a camera. Or, I don't know, multicolored dyed hair. Okay, this was not the best place to jump in. We're just gonna jump right back out. That guy didn't. You didn't see anything, man. You don't matter. I don't like using the fast travel in a lot of games like these. But at the same time, this is one of those games that really needed to make it just a little more fun to actually drive around the city, or give you the subway to actually take rather than locking you out of actually going down in the tunnels, which is a bit of a bummer because the London subway system would have been a really fun setting to just kind of... Oh. Does the tearing bug still exist? I'm not sure what you mean by the tearing bug. I have encountered quite a handful of bugs. I even have a little supercut of them I'm building. But I'm not familiar with that one. Is it a... just random screen tearing, or... I'll admit, I haven't looked into what other people encountered, because I'm having way too much fun encountering my own bugs. Wow. Yeah, I have not encountered screen tearing. I will also admit I am on the Xbox One version. I don't know how much that adjusts what you run into. This one. Huh. Yeah, no, I've not encountered it. I did have one where I was flying my drone and I clipped a tree and it just... my guy just disappeared and the drone just kept going without him. And it took me forever to figure out that my NPC... not my NPC, my player character got, like, literally stuck in the tree like a kite. It was hysterical. Other than that, people getting clipped through walls who are trying to fight me... Spider-bots getting stuck in infinite floating positions.
To do secret shit, if you ask me.
Or to discreetly dump a body into the Thames.
I'll have that all out on a... I do have a YouTube channel where I archive all of my footage, and I'll be making that supercut when I'm done with my whole playthrough here. I think it's gonna wind up long, though. This line, that's all I see. I don't know if I can... Yep, okay. Connecting to the thing. Deploying the thing. Okay.
Oh, it's like a secret police station down here. I mean, a police station that is secret, not a... You know what I mean.
Well, if Albion was
We
stomping all over
seem
your
to
workplace, you'd
have
find a
just
different place to store your lunch too.
we have access to
And it seems our
somebody's,
mystery officer was dedicated.
I don't know,
Right, so what
utility
was the
room
temple?
where the janitor
Computer's
has
dusty
his
enough to kill an asthmatic,
computers.
and there may still be something useful on it.
I could split it into parts. I could get what I have already and do a couple episodes of it, but I don't know, that's a lot of...
This is Inspector Caitlin Lau.
It's a lot of editing I don't want to do.
Former Inspector now. Since Albion's coup, the Met is no more. The police brass had already buried the evidence anyway. Everything
Caitlin
implicating
Lau's
Albion and
log.
Clan Kelly in the bombings. But I know Mary Kelly's band of twats were involved, and they're involved in other crimes we can look into. Me and a few good mates are willing to go off book, going after Mary Kelly again. I'll never fucking learn, will I?
Guess not. No one's going to learn because you're just the stereotype obsessive police character. Good to have you back.
Inspector Caitlin Lau, video log. Clan
Oh.
Kelly and Albion are teamed up on some deal. I don't have all the details, but it looks to be human trafficking.
Oh, that's
The
dark.
European processing center is the Albion angle. Since the bombings, they can grab anyone off the street. Call them illegal immigrants, potential DedSec insurgents, whatever. Though we know who the real danger is. So, Clan Kelly gets hold of these people, these immigrants, deportees, victims, really, and they're taking them somewhere. But where? And
Ooh,
why?
politically relevant.
It all comes back to the boss lady herself. I knew she was into something, but she wriggled off the hook. There's only one way I can do
I
this.
feel like there's an incompetence
24/7
problem that
surveillance
somebody
of
who
Mary
is
Kelly.
literally dealing in human trafficking is getting
If I'm
away with
caught,
it
well,
in
this will
a
be my last
oppressive police
but I
state.
have to see what she's hiding.
I'm feeling a disconnect between what you're trying to sell me and what's actually happening on screen.
So, our mystery officer was Inspector Caitlin Lau. It sounds like Mary Kelly was her white whale, and her investigation led her to the bombings.
Fuck me. So Albion and Clan Kelly were working together.
It seems like 0 Days Web covers all of the unsavory bits of London.
Stop doing
Tug on a thread, and it leads back to them. Clan Kelly and Albion included.
People are getting snatched off the streets. We have to do something about it, right? That's what we do.
Inspector Lau mentioned Albion is running their part of the operation out of the EPC. Detectives like us call that a lead.
Zap! You leave that random geologist alone. You dick. Body Snatchers. Clan Kelly. Okay, so now we get to start going after the secondary villains to work our way up to the big bastard themselves. Oh, I have a lot of points, don't I? Jamming guns, disabling drones. I'm definitely all about knocking down their ability to gun me too. We'll get a grenade launcher while we're at. Go fruit one of these glorious mustaches. Low mobility, no cover or oh, because he's 74. He was born in Hull. Because he's got a lot of money. All right. Oh yeah, we're gonna go recruit the Monopoly guy. Let's do it real quick. We need somebody special to take down Clan Kelly, and I think he's just our man. With your deep profiler, that's another thing I guess I could show off rather than just kind of glance over. You look at any of these people and you hit their deep profile once you've unlocked that upgrade, and you can see the schedule of the NPC, what they're up to, where their known associates are going to be. And your recruitment leads, he identified an Albion war criminal. So if I go beat that guy up, not kill him or anything, he can go right back to being a war criminal, but he just has to get a black eye for it. Then the game may just have him hit me up and decide to join DedSec very naturally and realistically. Hi! Welcome! Ah, this is adorable. This is the most active my chat has ever been. Hello there to Beer. All nice to have you anyway. Beer HD repeating.
That's not good. No deportees are leaving the UK. They probably threw him into the EPC and just forgot about him.
I sent the details to your device and advised our contact at the EPC. They can get you inside.
I mean, that's nice and all, but did I go the wrong way? Okay, no. I'm going the right way. Whoa. Excuse you. I will never get tired of that. Just spiraling cars off into random directions. And how are we doing today, Beer? Fire? Not sure how to say your name. Here's a tip. Recruit most of your potential recruits. Oh, I plan to. I'm going right now to get a elderly Monopoly guy looking man to go fight Clan Kelly, who are apparently human trafficking. Oh, a hitman, drone expert, I gotcha. I've noticed that the jobs just kind of give you one more little perk to play with.
This alleged
Oh.
war criminal shows up.
They'll get most of my
Potential
work.
recruits have been trying to bring an Albion war criminal to justice. We should be able to download their full record off their optic.
Good thing. Okay. So I definitely want to aim for like the specialists. I did notice if you free the burrows, they'll just kind of,
I'll send it on to our prospect and let them decide how to handle it.
I don't know, they'll just kind of hand you specialists.
Patching them through now. I mean, you're dead.
Honestly, if you want to repay us, why don't you just join up? You seem cool.
Done.
Hey?
I don't know what you mean by that.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, we've now recruited Dan Habib, and we're gonna go be him. See what he's all about. Try to get a Clan Kelly person. Yes, I do have pretensions to actually take this game a little more seriously, but I'll admit to
Now let's schedule your
having
mandatory
previously
test
started the game, I got to a certain...
Welcome to the team.
I didn't get much further than I am now. So I'm sort of goofing around a bit, but I will probably knock that off here real soon. Not to mention all the, oh, the way he hobbles. Awesome. I really want to know how he fights, too. This is going to be great. Because just anybody can be the hero of your resistance, can't they? Like, there's no stopping this old man, technically. Oh, yeah, it had mentioned that in the little tutorial bits. Construction workers, Albion guards, Kelly guys, that you could just walk right in. It's all good advice. It's all solid. So am I to take it you've already beaten this game?
Yeah, all right.
Let's make that car come here. Not hit me, please. Perfect. Perfect. That wasn't way too close for my comfort at all. Alright. Excuse me. Pardon me. Not quite emergency services. Oh. That's something that's weird. I've definitely bumped into many Albion vehicles, and they don't just immediately decide to come tear me a new one. I really hope that you can find at least one weird NPC that's like 70 years old who is still like a spy archetype character who just kicks all the ass. Man, London isn't really made of much, is it? There's a lot of metal that just kind of fell apart like tissue paper. Oh. I mean, that was pretty impressive. I know a lot of people who can't even do that. I'm not sure I could do that. I have no idea at this current moment.
I'm not too optimistic on Angel's chances if Albion learns he's DedSec.
Okay. let's sneak in and kind of hedge our bets, shall we? Whoops, missed the camera I was aiming at. We'll just kind of start activating some traps and... Oh, alright, he's already out. I was gonna give him the bonk and drop a box on him. Seeing as I've totally broken a guy's neck and that totally didn't kill him, so... Oh, God. Oh. Where's like Johnny Knoxville in old man makeup when you need him to be your hero? That's you can, yeah, I totally like the contextual superpower button that just lets you do something to people. It's very unique. Dropping boxes on them, distracting them with their phone like so. May have just deleted all of his contacts there. Like they did put a crushing amount of detail, and it's a great proof of concept, this game. And it's a lot of fun to just goof around with and really, I mean, as you can see. What does this guy remind me of? He reminds me of an actor.
I've already taken care of your entry. Get you in quick and quiet.
Now this is all off the books, right? Don't want a record of me anywhere here.
No worries.
77-year-old hitman. Does he fight real cool? Should I keep my eyes out for a 77-year-old hitman?
The European Processing Center.
Because I have a feeling this guy can still beat wholesale ass because the game's not gonna allow him not to. Well, there's a mask up there. I didn't bring a spider drone. Oh, wait. One of the downsides of the game. The fact that if you're not in a red zone, you can just change your stuff, which kind of makes it pointless that you have to only equip one. Perfect throw. Alright. We got this guy who has a conscience. I've never understood that about the whole, like, oppressive government thing.
This place is worse than a prison camp. Every day I see people come through here, torn from their homes and their families. But I'd rather stay and keep an eye on things. Maybe help out once in a while. Like, no.
Fucking hell. They just pack immigrants in this dump and forget about them. Bloody disgrace, that is. They could die or disappear and no one would notice.
Yeah, well, people have been disappearing. Records say they have been processed, but it doesn't add up. No one ever properly leaves. And with the Kellys prowling around like fucking hyenas, I am not too optimistic about the people slipping through the cracks.
Bugger me. Of course, Mary Kelly is involved in all things dodgy.
Truth. Now, about your missing guy. The best place to start would be the EPC database. They keep a record of
Get drunk. Okay, a suggestion from Bear. Fire. Sorry, I'm still throwing mental gymnastics trying to pronounce that right. Here's something fun you can do. 1. Get drunk. 2. Play the football or soccer minigame. 3. Have fun. Okay. I do got to admit, I keep forgetting that being drunk is a mechanic in this game. I love the way he vaults stuff. It's awesome. Irvin Williams, a retiree. I think I've got my retiree. This is the best retiree I could ask for. I do want to... I should really start messing with how being drunk affects the game. No, you don't. Oh, no, you don't. This old dog knows how to use a spider droid. Oh, crap. Maybe not. Maybe he doesn't. What did I need to do? I needed to unlock a thing. That thing. Ah, crap. I'm limping. Did they lose me? I think they lost me. Yep, and I'm gone. The AI doesn't stay alert too long, or too effectively, for that matter. This is what was bumming me out about my original playthrough, is just everything sort of feels a little too easy, and now I'm starting to fear that it was more of an AI problem. When the AI is more A than I. Security lock says. Where is everybody? Could pop out there. Come on, do it. There we go. Good boy. Whoa! And go for it. Oh wait, it was... What? It was giving me the yellow thing with the arrow up. Oh, I guess because I'm a spider droid. I walked right by it. Silly me. Okay.
Tell me you found something.
I have. His file has been deleted from the main database, along with hundreds of others. Still very detailed. Even when committing crimes against humanity, the government doesn't skimp on paperwork. Here is a recording labeled Exit Interview.
Oh, Bagley, your semi-biting satire.
You know what we do with terrorists, Lopez?
Never gets old.
Don't go pissing me off by denying anything. We know you're with DedSec. Think you were picked up on some random sweep? Not a fucking chance. Nothing to say.
Yeah.
Well, this is not going to go well for you then, because I want
Good
information.
enough.
The rest of your cell, where are they? I want names, places, everything you've got.
You think I'm daft? I spill everything.
Well, Bear, maybe you could answer me this, because I've asked on a couple streams before. Did you play the previous 2 Watchdog games? Or any of the previous Watchdog games?
Have an interesting way of disposing with problems.
You think I'm scared of some?
Oh, you know what? We can totally try your idea right now.
Fuck you.
You're too pretty for that, mate.
It's hugging all of its electric love into them.
When you're used up, they're going to chop you up and send the pieces to the 4 corners.
I mean, Bagley still has to contend with, like, GLaDOS from good old Portal, but Bagsley is very funny.
The clinic keeps government service hours, which means it's closed. We'll have to find Angel the old-fashioned way and hack.
Okay, so we're drunk, and I think there's a soccer game up a floor.
Deportation limbo.
Was your suggestion based on the idea that I should be a 77-year-old man when I do this? Because I sort of have a suspicion it wasn't. Oh, okay. Played them all? Okay, does this game have any returning characters, or is this all just its own thing? Oh good, it's up on a high dive. Am I even gonna be drunk by the time I get up there? On my way to this stupid soccer ball? Nah, I can't. Because I'll admit, that's something I've never played the previous 2. They were sold in a way that just really didn't appeal to me. Just chug another beer, because I want to be drunk by the time I get to this thing. I have to find my way up like 2 sets of things. Do I have to be in the restricted? Don't know. That wouldn't make any sense. That'd be silly. I give up. I'll have to try that another. Aiden. Oh, was he the grim Batman-y type from the first game? The old Misery Guts guy.
I have reconstructed an AR scene of Angel's.
Wait, does that mean I can go and get the original protagonist killed?
Nicely done.
That's messed up. Oh, here we go with one of these puzzles again.
That gave me
Let's
the
see.
tingles.
I can keep fiddling things around in circles all I want. Do it affect something. Okay. Here. Turn that again then. That one. Awesome. Done. All your door are belong to us. Okay, so you can pay to play as Aiden. I think it's Aiden Pierce. And you can in fact just get him killed, I guess. That's awesome. I mean, not that I have anything against the guy. I didn't play the game. I don't know what he was like, but something about that just amuses me. He's like 54 now. I have a feeling that's not going to hold him back. Whoa. Oh, nice. So this is our DedSec operative that they caught.
They implanted him with something. We need to take a closer look.
Okay, taking all bets. They either stuck a explosive device like the Belko experiment, or an explosive device like Suicide Squad. Taking all bets.
Facial analysis matches for both. They're part of Mary Kelly's little pack. So, Inspector Lau was right after all. Clank Kelly and Albion are in bed together. What a shit orgy that would be.
Any orgy in a storm, Bagley. Okay, so...
Microchips, coated with biocompatible glass to prevent rejection.
They've put one of those little fuckers inside Angel. Could be a fancy elf monitor or a tracker.
No, these are more sophisticated. If I had to guess, I would say they were designed to deliver a dose of some unknown compound. Not the kind of thing you find in your local corner shop. I could reconstruct
Hulk serum?
if you want to see how this cliffhanger gets resolved.
That's the only thing Watchdogs can do now, after this game, is refine the mechanic of your Legion mechanic. And then just go full Saints Row 4 with it, and just go crazy. Just start getting weird and amusing and...
Fuck! He's getting away! Get after him!
Shit, they're catching up.
do whatever's fun.
Come on, Angel.
Like the next logical step after allowing me to play as a geriatric. Okay. We made it up this ladder around the corner. Slow down, Sonny. Not as quick as all your holograminess. The jump. Oh, hate jumping. Whoop.
We don't have a match yet. She's gonna kill us.
That's fine. As long as he's not damaged, there'll be no waste. Demand's high.
So he got so far before somebody hacked his optic and did the whole disruption zap thing? Or are they implying it's the thing in his head? Because that's a little weird when I can do that exact thing to people who are running from me without sticking a thing in his neck.
She wants Angel alive.
We need to find him, see what they did to him, and what that fucking microchip is all about.
Seems like advanced technology for Mary Kelly and her band of thugs to be waving around. Could Mary be part of a scary dark web hacker group like, say, oh, I don't know, pick one, 0 Day?
Interesting theory, Bagley, but hold your investigation algorithms for the moment, will you? Angel needs us.
The incinerator they
Really
mentioned is
walloped
probably
him.
the Southwark incinerator. It's practically right round the corner.
Okay. Oh, okay, that's right. That's one other frustration. You gotta sit here and wait for the missions to actually start. There it goes. Now everything's kept up. They tranquilized him. Okay. They have a... Is that part of the thing that's in his neck? Or did they just kind of get him with a dart gun and that wasn't made very clear? Up and over. Excuse me. Oh, that was the wrong. Yep, that was the wrong thing. Excuse me. I'm going to borrow your car. What? Pick which way you're gonna jump, AI, because very important. Whoops. Or those plastic bollards they put in over in England. Man, okay, so the beer helping me out here again. They put a tranquilizer dispensing chip into the necks of people. Clever if you're gonna human traffic people. They can't exactly escape. Although they can get you with an oxygen tank in the meantime, so we'll see how clever it all turns out to be, won't we? Whoop. I probably shouldn't just drive straight into Clan Kelly and say hi, huh? That was a bit stupid. Whoop. Oh! Alright, we get to see how the old man fights. Oh, Jesus. He just cheats and uses a taser. Pretty epic. Yeah, let's see what we can turn on them here. Make that back up, because I think that's where... Oh! That is not what I had in mind. But it's pretty awesome. Ah, dang it. Got it turned around in my head. Eek! Eek! Zap! Come on, you're gonna... Oh, crap, I'm gonna get him killed. Aw, man. Ah! No! I do, in fact, have Xbox. That's what I'm on right now. I also have PC, but Xbox was cheaper to get this game, and I wasn't sure how much fun I was gonna have with it, to be honest with you. Well, I hired a geriatric, and I got him killed. Now we'll switch to our big wrench construction worker. Poison in the tranquilizer. Well, that doesn't make sense. If you're human, isn't the whole... It's human trafficking, so... Don't they sell better if they're not dead? Sorry. Sorry you all had to see that. Let's see, you mentioned a Clan Kelly guy. This thing just said I get paid every time I get a takedown. Oh, but it gets... whatever. Long rest time doesn't bother me. Okay, let's sneak back in here. I love the randomly assigned masks. Alright, that guy's dead.
Let's hurry and access that network, shall we?
Okay. First things first. Kind of look at what we're dealing with. Looks like a lot of lethal traps around the place. Don't really want to go lethal. Don't kink shame. Some people prefer the non-breathing one. Organs on the black... Wait, what? Wait. Okay, hold up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Like, I remember noticing in the first stream I did of this game that there was, like, human organ boxes. Is that really what they're doing? That's another death. Lethal, non-lethal takedowns. I love Mama Croc here with the don't king shame people. People prefer the non-breathing one. Yeah, Jeffrey Dahmer had a very similar idea about breathing in his kink, and I could tell you it didn't go over so well. Access the thing across the room. I love that I'm just running around as Boxy Brown, slugging people with a wrench. There's just something so satisfying. And if there's one thing this video game gets right, it is crunchy melee. Yep. So I'm gonna assume you meant yep to the organs thing. So I'm gonna get to a little bit of safety here and drop some medical knowledge about organs. Just gonna kind of hide out in this little room here. So, if you're putting a tranquilizer poison into your victim and then harvesting your organs, all of those organs are ruined. That is a massive, well, kind of plot hole. Although I guess, you know, they don't really care. They just sell the organs. Then, I mean, even if you have a way to counteract a lot of what you did to them, you're still talking about being the, like, Walmart of organs. Like, who's gonna actually buy your stuff? Ooh, that mask looks cool. Can't wait to stick that on somebody. Man. It's a bit of a spoiler there, Beer. I'm not gonna lie.
I've gone over the captured footage. I was able to follow Mr. Lopez down to the cellar, but then I ran out of cameras. Not a problem you often have in London.
Then that's our move.
A murderer in a box mask. She wears the brightest clothes, but she just manages to sneak up on you, and oh, I did not mean to... One problem with a one-button contextual thing. Like, seriously, let me check his... Yeah, he's just heading to a hospital. He'll make a full recovery. After having his entire chest cracked with a frickin' monkey wrench. I'll come back for those tech points. One thing I'll admit to everyone watching, I do a lot of the little, like, collecting, some of the recruiting stuff. I do that off stream. I want to get through more of the story and kind of, like, see what the game actually has to offer ultimately.
Trump's technology. The door is sealed, but this rubbish chute might do. It either leads to the cellar or...
Aw, that don't be so sad. It's not like they didn't have human organ boxes just kind of littered around at every Clan Kelly place you went to before in the game. So it's probably something if I was not goofing around as much, I would have already inferred. Ow. Oh, alright. Yep. Okay. We got bodies, people. That's sort of a shift in tone here. We've got young Lecter. Oh, this is the cop lady we were just... Ooh. And she is prepared. Yes, yes, Beer, it's a very good thing. There's no cooldown for hacking,
gonna cut you.
like jumping into cameras and stuff. Honestly, this game would just be excruciating if they did that. Everything would take so long.
Come on. I heard you too.
All right, all right.
Thanks for the distraction. Gave me the second I needed to take care of this filth.
Are you all right? That little dreamboat looked ready to turn you into fillet.
He was. I'm fine. I just need a second to catch my breath and find my files.
You have such a refined voice.
You're Caitlin Lau. You're that police inspector. We saw your logs. Going after Mary.
You know what her voice reminds me of? Oh, what was her name? In The Office. My Nightmares in a Nutshell. Yeah, no kidding.
You're dead sick, aren't you?
I admit I don't actually have like a panic switch for a lot of things. Except Subnautica. That managed to really just throw me one, but somebody wanting to just poke around in my insides and just for money, not comfortable.
The Kellys have got a sick little operation.
Makes me wince
going.
a little.
A kind of human organ black market. I've been investigating them for months. And they got my fucking files. God, I feel like shit.
Old ONR.
You need to rest. I'll have one of us come collect you. I'll go on and find Angel.
ONR.
And those files of yours
That's not
too.
coming to me.
Everything I've gathered on Mary Kelly. Almost enough to take her down.
Well then, perhaps we should work together. Because Mary Kelly has officially made Dead Sex shit list.
My character's voice just, it reminds me of the lady from the British lady who joins the cast in, I think it's season 5, maybe season 6 of The Office. Like, steals Andy's job. That's what she kind of sounds like to me.
I'll wait for your guy in here. And thanks for your help.
Oh, what? You can't just help? You took that guy out, no problem.
There's no doubt about it. This whole operation is meant to...
Wham! Oh, there it is.
And burning the leftovers.
The kill shot.
Retrieval. That's one hell of a euphemism, Bags.
Ooh, ugh.
The faces are too damaged.
Personal history, I used to be in disaster reconstruction, and we once had to do a whole cleanup on a whole hospital that burned. Oh, old Watchdogs. Okay. But we had to clean up this whole hospital, and we're in the operating room, and I just remember our inexperienced supervisor he just keeps wiping under one of these medical tables, and he's like, "Man, I just keep getting all this rust." And I had just kind of this little half smile through my Tyvek suit as I looked at him. I'm like, hey bud, that's not rust." And he pretty much threw up in his face mask right then and there. I can smell this set piece of the video game right now. Ugh. Let me tell you, I'm very happy I'm not snacking on the stream.
Negative.
I'd need to take an intermission and...
Shit, man. We have to stop Mary Kelly
Well, probably not throw up, but
before she can do this to anyone else.
at least need to take a break. Okay. Get your good side. Get you right in the light composure. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Hey, that's not the picture I took. The hell?
Again, not Angel. She thought it through. Those microchips are probably filled with some sort of toxin that induces paralysis and asphyxiation. Intubation will prolong life until surgeons get round to them.
Okay, so what Bagley just explained is that the poison causes asphyxiation. So you can't sell the lungs, that's for sure. Because you can't asphyxiate the lungs and then have the lungs be a functional thing. The fact that you call it a toxin means it likely affects the heart and circulatory system, meaning it'll hurt most other organs in the body in some way.
Unfortunately, I must confirm that this is indeed Angel Lopez.
Did we know Angel Lopez? I mean, I'm not. I'm still bummed that there was another DedSec guy that I wasn't able to save.
Preying on London's most vulnerable. She's a fucking monster. Taking her out needs to be a DedSec priority.
Let's slip in here. Wait, let's set them off. Let's zap you, club you. Oh, I didn't zap him. That's fine. Distracting him is fine too. He's still not gonna see this coming. Oh! Alright, he may have caught a glimpse of it. This game is the scarier game. I got to admit, this is a hell of a tonal shift from the very from the opening of the game. This is definitely taking a very dark turn, and I'm actually a little more awake now. I'm a little more interested to see where this is going.
You got the files. The inspector will be impressed. Now get out of here before someone decides to turn you into minced meat. Chop chop.
Yeah, duh.
And now I'm a little less. I don't know. He was the dude that got tranquilized? Yeah, Angel. I figured that. I just meant, like, is he somebody... Like, they gave him a name and everything. I don't know if maybe he was in a previous game and got the old GTA 5 treatment here.
DedSec, Caitlin Lau here. I wanted to thank you. I'd be nothing but an anatomy lesson by now. Or a pile of ashes.
You'll be happy to know that Inspector Lau has been escorted to a nearby refuge and is getting her wounds treated.
I'll be fine. Still a little flighty from whatever they gave me. And frankly, a little stunned that we've joined forces.
Damn, never thought DedSec would partner up with a cop. Or, well, an ex-cop even. But whatever it takes to stop Mary Kelly from doing this shit to others.
Exactly.
I do like that little touch that your other operatives jump into the cutscenes.
Pool our resources, and we might just take her down. Mary Kelly's no.
It's definitely a good effort to make all of the protagonists feel like they're part of the system, part of the game.
I'll sync with Inspector Lau and prepare a briefing.
But I couldn't help but notice nobody's mourning the old dude. Definitely see how to get to some tech points.
You wouldn't have been recruited if DedSec thought you'd be killed that easily.
Was that a compliment?
Baggy's got a special style. You'll grow to love it. Well done, by the way.
No fall damage. Oh, especially when you don't actually fall. Okay. She's a cat. Alrighty then. All right, what to do next? I'm really stoked to keep chasing Mary Kelly stuff. That's for sure. Bloody Mary Kelly. But I also feel at some point I'm gonna have to start liberating some places. Showcase more of the game than just its story. It is Beer mentions here that that's what makes this game amazing. It absolutely is. There's an astonishing amount of effort put into making, and to make it randomly generated is both a bit of a feat and, at least to me, a bit of a mistake. I'm sure it was probably a little more difficult than programming, like, even just taking the time to program tens of thousands of, like, maybe, I don't know about tens of thousands, but maybe like 10,000 NPCs that you could then recruit. But at the same time, there's a disconnect of, like, personality, but I mean, if you're an immersive gamer like me, that doesn't matter. One of the fun parts of my setup, I cannot see how long my stream has been going for.
Mary Kelly heads up the most powerful crime family in London.
I wish I could see a timestamp without leaving my chat.
Then he died, and her rivals started disappearing. Her enemies, her friends, her family.
They call her Bloody Mary for a reason.
Early on, Mary abandoned cash in favor of cryptocurrency and brought the Kellys' criminal business online.
It makes weapons smuggling, drug running, money laundering all a lot easier without a cash trail. The woman single-handedly modernized organized crime in London. She considers herself to be untouchable. Case in point,
Aren't they all?
from my files you retrieved. Darla Covington, 19. Sasha Haddad, 28. Radek Stokovich, 24. All disappeared.
It's difficult to find good help these days, isn't it, love? Most people, they ain't driven. Not like you. Because they feel worthless, don't they? The way that the world is, how it uses people. It's horrible. It's nice that you have a purpose. Oh,
Oh, isn't she a treat?
We aren't finished here. This was a courtesy. Oh, give my regards to their families. It's horrible losing someone.
She sounds like she's trying to do her own impression of John Cleese from Monty Python. Like when he's doing some kind of screaming, cackling old lady.
As you can see, she'll never respond to interrogation. But there
You've
is
recruited another hitman for me, and yes, he's 77. Awesome.
A police bug in the Kellys' headquarters may have the evidence she needs to find.
I did kind of go into this game after I heard about the gimmick of recruiting anybody, that I was just going to formulate like a hacker version of Golden Girls and just and just, you know, really go nuts with it. But I admit that would probably take a lot of time to set up, and for a live stream, that would probably get really boring with me going on a very stupid hunt.
And she goes on treating humans like cattle.
I had to work within the system. Yes, it was corrupt. I knew it. I just didn't know how
Definitely
bad
got to figure out how long I've been
I
going.
thought a strong enough case couldn't be buried.
Exactly. Your naivety got the better of you last time. How can we know it won't happen again?
Because I'm taking it to a contact in the Attorney General's office. An honest...
I think I got about another solid half hour, maybe, before Lily gets home.
Our methods may differ, but I want to help those people as much as you do.
All right. But however this goes down, there's no way we're letting Mary slip the net again. That's not how DedSec does things. Let's get to Sand.
Yeah, DedSec kills people. With wrenches. Okay. So I suppose I should liberate the city of Westminster before proceeding. Because I can't imagine that'll take me too long. And then we can move on to the next little Mary Kelly bit. I have a feeling they're not done making her a despicable wretch of a human being. Just based on how they presented her in that silly little video. Oh, you know what her voice reminds me of? Who in my chat has seen James and the Giant Peach? By show of hands. But like in the chat somehow, because I can't see you, obviously. I'll admit our streams tend to be very erratic. We will actually be on stream all week because we signed up to participate in Thankmas, a fundraising event for Red Nose Day. So I will definitely be live tomorrow somewhere between 1 and 3-ish. It just depends on how quickly I can accomplish a few things I have to get done earlier in the day. Sunday, I'm going to try to stream just about all day, just to test myself, because I noticed that's a popular thing to watch people go through, is the grueling effort of hours on hours of stream. We usually do little 2-hour bits. We definitely always stream on Sundays. Me and my wife, Lily, and we just kind of play things that's out of her comfort zone for the fun of it. Right now we're kind of stuck on the Gears of War series, which she did play Gears of War before, But we've decided to kind of... I should pay attention on how to get up on that roof. Oh, I can hack a construction drone or something, can't I? Anyway. And basically our whole gimmick we founded the channel on is to get her to play more serious, more demanding games. Just to kind of see how a casual gamer handles that kind of thing just being thrown at them. I don't ultimately know what we'll be doing for Thankmas, because we're kind of going to try to make it special. We'll probably pick up a couple spooky games to play. We did Outlast. There's Outlast 2 that I have sitting on my docket here. I have the Amnesia games, which I haven't played the second one. So we have quite a slew of things we want to try to tackle in the very near future, and I wish we had more of a schedule set up, but the way my and her work schedules go, we don't exactly have a good grasp on when we can just kind of kick off an actual schedule. Okay, how that... Alright, so this is a closed box. There's a cargo drone call. Oh, yes, from the tutorial. We can pick up boxes with weird node things in the center. Yes, okay. Take that, meticulously constructed Ubisoft puzzle. Eat spider drone. Oh yes, my username is actually Leon Redgrim. It's not my actual name, but it is our little presenter's name. Mostly because I sign in on my Xbox a lot, and people tend to see us here on our sign-in. So there it is on screen. Feel free to friend, add me, whatever. I can't wait to play the multiplayer to this game. I'm sure it'll be just as well crafted. Sorry if that wasn't exactly quick enough. I'll type it in the chat as well.
To think that Albion vandalized this advertising to try and control people.
But I'm more than happy to multiplayer, collab, whatever. Even just to goof around off stream entirely. I play games because they're fun. Old school reason to play video games. Okay, so we messed with their propaganda, now we just need to mess with more propaganda. Stay on the drone, take the scenic route. And by scenic route I mean stare at a lot of brown buildings and Union Jacks flying everywhere. I feel like a British person would hit me for calling it that, because it's like, oh, well, they changed the flag back in da-da-da-da-da, and it's no longer the Union Jack, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's still called. But yes, Mary Kelly, because I'm sorry, I asked if anybody had seen the movie James and the Giant Peach. It's an old stop-motion classic based on a book. I see Mama Croc actually did drop a hand in the chat, and that's who Mary Kelly in that little video reminded me of, was one of the skinny ant from James and the Giant Peach. Just... well, awesome! Great to have new friends. New gamer friends. I admit my older brother tends to goof around with me a lot on stuff like this. I'm sure he'll be jumping on with us. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a 4-player co-op, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if it has a competitive element, but I don't keep as up-to-date on things as I should and then call myself a content creator. I should be putting a little more effort in. And we're flying. And we're flying. This is how I stretch content for my streams. This is how I'll get one more episode out of Watchdogs. Just floating real slow. Taking our time. And Buckingham Palace. Oh, it would help if I pay attention to my screen where it clearly says it in the corner of the screen. You wouldn't think they'd get to put propaganda on Buckingham Palace, holographic or not. Oh. Of course, I would put it right in my way. Get down! Finally. Oh, shit.
Nice here. Museum quality, I'd say.
Nice. Just take it down. Let its natural beauty show.
You've done it. You've done it. All our Westminster targets have been accounted for. Albion's hurting and the people are coming out of their shells. I've even got a member of Parliament here contacting us.
Oh, do you now?
Yeah, I thought it strange too. Says she has an idea how we might rally the people in the borough. You should meet her.
I can't believe Albion had the brass to spatter their propaganda all over Buckingham Palace. When this is all
Oh, Fear over here making me blush. I hope your account gets bigger and you're a very good content creator. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I love feedback. I don't get enough of it, and it's always nice to hear. Alright, let's go. Whoop. Just wanted the mask. Go. Oh, that one looks cool. Skulls. Skulls are always cool. Promise I'm older than 13. Alright, oh wait, I gotta get out of the restricted red zone. We'll do one more mission that should just about close my 2-hour stream. Alright. Sneak our way out of here. If you really like my stuff, I do also have a YouTube channel, same name. All kinds of videos from our very worst beginning videos where we were not as good at presenting. We did not have a solid recording equipment. Well, I had the same recording equipment, but I didn't know what I was doing with it, like how to set it up. And we did have a couple of emergencies interrupt a couple streams, but I just archive everything. I also intend to, when we finish any game, supercut, like even if we just quit a game and don't want to play it anymore, just supercut all of the highlight moments when I actually get a chance. So there is that if you want to go see other stuff we've done. I think my favorite stuff we've made so far was our 3 episodes of the original Outlast, where we also bought, downloaded, and played the Whistleblower DLC, just all live on stream because the only viewer was my brother, and he was just willing to hang out while we did it. That was that was over a month ago. I was so young back then. So carefree. The world was very bright. Anyway. On to Mary Kelly and her cartoonishly evil scheme that ultimately doesn't make sense.
Unless, of course, you flew a drone through the window one of Mary's mouth breathers left open.
Oh, enter the with a drone. That's nice of the game to just give me a drone when I need one. Whoop. Zip in there.
Device is in her security room.
Getting there
Oh
should be a simple
boy.
matter of navigating the vents.
How does this go unnoticed? Like, is Albion fully aware of what she's doing and they're just ignoring it?
Horrible in itself, but a million times worse knowing.
Don't answer. Don't spoil. I'll wait till it shows up. I'll wait till it happens. I hope I said that quick enough. And we're out. Zipping around.
You have a real fucking attitude problem. Do you know that?
Please, I need help.
Jesus.
Idiot. Do you piss everyone off the way you're pissing me off, you wanker? Stupid git.
God. I think I'm just gonna arm all of these that I find. Just out of my personal contempt I'm slowly developing. Ooh, Spiderbot. Spiderbot box. I don't know if this was a good idea. Although I guess I can't access the security system with a regular camera bot.
That's it. Let's see what kind of recording we've got on her.
Oh, another mask. Love customization options in game. I saw the drone vent. Very nice. That's another game I haven't even played yet that I really need to get to. Oh, this thing
Just
again.
look at this place. This is what comes of old crooked money. The Kelly family has been profiting from people's misery for a long time. She's got this shit all over the manor.
So you've been in there before? Is that how you ended up in the basement
Oop.
of the Southwark incinerator?
Arm that. Let's just be a headache for all the Mary Kelly people.
I wasn't going to assign someone else to do that. You saw
Arm all their
how Mary
zappy
uses the people she grabs out of the EPC, and the staff's uniform's not hard to mimic, so I went in. What I didn't know was that
Probably
she
should have
had
stuck with
intel
the
on
other
our
drone, huh?
investigation, my team. I thought going off book would stop the leaks, but she still knew we were coming. She tortured me for the names of my team. Tried to break me, but cops don't give up cops. Turned out she already
Oh,
knew
finally,
the
here
whole
we go.
unit and put hits out on them.
I probably should have stuck with the other drone.
The woman is a mind fucker.
If I had
You're
known, I
fortunate
would
she didn't
have.
put one of those microchips in you. I suppose she knew you'd rather die than serve her.
That's how I ended up on that butcher's table. So many reasons to want to rid the world of her, but
Unlock.
it wouldn't be enough to just
Guess I gotta
put one
flip
in her
those back
brain.
around just so
My
that they...
mates
Ah,
died
yeah, okay.
trying to
So
bring
that
her to
they... I
justice. I have
bypassed
to honor that.
the bad part. Oh dear. Unlock that. It's kind of pointless. Okay. Ah! Overdid it. Got it. Fixed it. Never mind. Don't worry. Nobody panic. Don't even pause to scratch your nose. I mean, you lot can scratch your nose. I'm the one trying to keep it intense. Oh, okay. So I was basically just building our way around. I'll just keep spinning that one as much as I please. Why not? Unlock that center node there. Good stuff. Better stuff. Let's skip this round and just work on tasks. Oh, wait. Oh, I see more red lines. Red lines aren't good. Oh, no, I think those are red lines I already resolved. There we go. I can't get back up there. I will keep an eye on him, Bear says, as we continue to drive this Among Us reference home. I do admit that game looks real. That game looks really fun, and I wish I had a whole slew of content creator friends to get together and play it. Because I noticed one thing, thanks to my brother looking into it. Oh, I'll shut up for a moment while we see more horrific bullshit Oh, with a chef's knife? Like, I get that you have an infinite, like, what, slave army now?
Look at the state of you. Look what you've done to yourself after everything I've done for you. You made me a slave. All of us. Please, let me go. Take this thing out.
Back to your old life. Back to nothing. Back to you 2.5 screaming blighters in your dead-end job and sucking off the dole.
You don't want that, love.
I mean,
Microchip
I mean,
is scary, I know, but I got to keep
is being a slave not a dead-end job? Is that
And this kitchen knife,
that
that won't do.
not how that
enough.
works to this
Cutting
lady?
yourself affects my bottom line. You won't. I can't live like this anymore. No. You're all right there. It's all right, sweetheart, because I have another use for you.
Seriously, it's what is it? Aunt Spiker, Aunt Sponge, and Aunt Spiker. That's what she reminds me of. That's so unsettling.
Ooh, paying attention, are we? Good. Be sure and spread the word. You know where this one goes. Get these two and all the others over to their venue and ready for the sale.
Right away, Mum. Also, the foreign investors have already landed and the drones are programmed, ready to deliver the invitations and the coordinates to all the guests.
Is that initiative I'm smelling, Peter? Initiative can be a dangerous thing.
What?
Can be misinterpreted.
What's wrong with you?
Fuck's sake.
I have an employee who thinks ahead and procures my needs before I even ask him to. Let's threaten him for it.
Kind of tech. Takes a sick mind to come up with killer microchips.
Perhaps a disease mind, but definitely
Oh.
a
Oh. Weird.
like Zero Day, wouldn't you say?
Still freaky. Still definitely messed up, but weird.
And it sounds as if she's selling them. This is huge.
So that's what the microchip is for. Compliance. The second you step out of line, she can slaughter you and sell you for parts.
DedSec, we'll have to crash that.
I mean, it would make more sense if that
Get all the information we
node did
can
like
out of there. The location will
that
be on
thing
the
they put in
invitation,
your
so
body
she
just
hasn't
kind of
sent out
like,
the invitation yet, but when
I don't
she
know,
does,
deactivated your spinal cord.
Give us a heads up when
Not to come off even more creepy or make this worse, but if it did that, then your brain could technically still be alive when they do the rest of the things they're gonna do to you.
Cheers, DedSec.
And you could just make this a little more creepy. Does this put me off British people? No, as a matter of fact it doesn't. I actually have a handful of British friends. Granted, we all punched each other back in the day, but it's just what you do in martial arts. Alright. It says leave the area, but how much area does it want me to leave? Did I not do that? Did they give me a sock mask? That's awesome. That's the one thing this game needs to let go of, is its pretension to be super serious. Like, that's really dark and really messed up. But I think with a bit more of a... I think if it embraced more of its goofiness, this game would just go so far.
AI detective has 2 leads for his dog's body politic. Obviously, Albion
Your mom said it does, that this puts you off British people. Puts your mom off British people. I promise this is nothing at all what British people are like.
to be in it for the brutal reshaping of society by any means necessary. Sound like anyone you know?
All of these security measures and things, this is far too much of a bother for British people. This as I can literally hear one gentleman I know of saying, I could just literally hear it in his voice, I think they're just being a bit fussy. And that's the real British attitude. It's just, if it's too much of a fuss, let's just not. Although, eerily enough, they do own most of the world's surveillance cameras. It is a little disturbing how much privacy they can just invade at a given moment. Spray bottle guy. Spray bottle guy was Australian. I do know Mama Croc, by the way. We've competed on world team together way back when in martial arts, and we fought in Australia back in come on, brain. Is that 2017? 2017, 2016, maybe? But brain's just not doing so well with the year. Spray bottle guy was Australia, though. For sure. 2017, okay. I thought so. You think I'd remember 3 years ago nice and easy, but no. Move, truck. Because I say so. Oh, amusing. I guess I have to kind of tell that anecdote for the benefit of the archive. While we were in... Interesting, a party invite. I admit I am not going to accept a party invite in the middle of a stream if somebody's here to just kind of chat and hang out. Appreciate it. 2020 has been a decade in itself. It sure has. As far as that anecdote goes, there was just a gentleman on the Australian team, one of their coaches, who he carried the spray bottle rather than a water bottle for like hydration purposes, and every time his teammates would walk off the mat for a call of points or between rounds, even at the end of the match, he'd just spray everybody down viciously. And eventually he just, because he's Australian, so of course his sense of humor gets the better of him, and he just starts spraying everybody who approaches him. Like at one point I was coaching, actually Lily because she was also on the US team at the time. And I just approached him to shake hands coach to coach. And he just sprays me down. Just because he's just doing it to everybody at this point. It's a very amusing day. An anthropologist with a may die permanently? I hate to break it to you, but I signed up for everybody to die permanently. Wait, why am I talking to Adam? What happened to my missions? Oh, I guess I'm recruiting now? Oh. I did the Mary Kelly thing. I forgot to finish the Westminster thing. There's a mission to go with that. So we'll do that, and I think that'll close the stream for today. I'm gonna pick a couple of upgrades, like disabling turrets and the bum zapper, yes. Yes, let's equip that gadget on the person who slugs people the wrench already. We'll just make her completely unfair. Oh, that was you. Ah, okay. Well, no harm, no foul. You're already here chatting with me. That's all fine and dandy. Bear was the gentleman who dropped me a party invite in the middle of my stream. No worries, I don't consider any interruption a big interruption. I have 2 dogs, and if a car goes by at any given time, I will have to pretty much pause my stream for like a solid 2 minutes while I get them to shut up. But right now they're sleeping very adorably in little furry donuts, just kind of all over the living room. Okay, I'm definitely sprinting somewhere I should be fast traveling to, because I'm distracting myself. Parliament Square Gardens. I don't think anything British would ever really put me off of British stuff. I grew up on British TV. I grew up watching, like, ancient Doctor Who. Which actually made it harder to watch newer Doctor Who. I didn't mind the Matt Smith years, but there was just something missing from the original. Things like the Blackadder TV show series with Rowan Atkinson. I used to watch all those as a kid. It just amused me so much. I think I was more enraptured just that there was just this whole other culture and people just do everything differently, and I was just enthralled.
Okay, no one told me there'd be murder drones.
Okay, so let's go this way. Gotta meet with a DedSec informant and finish off liberating the city of Westminster.
So, I hear you've been looking for DedSec.
Wasn't sure you'd come knowing I'm part of the establishment. Or at least I was until Albion dismissed Parliament. I do want to say, what you've done in Westminster
I can't
is
find that being a
marvellous.
thing.
You've given the
By dismissed Parliament, do you mean, like, adjourned Parliament temporarily while they deal with, like, a terrorist crisis, like they have a...
Albion haven't simply shut down
Or is Parliament not a thing anymore? Because I don't see England handling that very well. There's a lot of leaps of logic that this game definitely wants you to just forget about. Poisoning your organs that you're gonna sell, and
I don't care much for empty symbolism.
a terrorist attack being able to actually stop politics from happening, essentially. I don't know if any, you know, I understand that anyone can be from any audience. I'm from the United States, and I don't think any terrorist attack would shut down Congress and close it indefinitely.
There is some security around the
Because
tower, but that shouldn't pose
they're not going to take that kind of pay cut.
Suggestions?
a spider bot should do the trick.
Okay, he said Spiderbot, so... Team... That's why I don't understand why the gadgets aren't just accessible with the flip of a button. Because technically you could just take 5 steps outside the red zone and pick which toy you need. Just choke up on the bat of power fantasy and go nuts with your next game, Ubisoft. I know you can do it. You did it with Far Cry. Alright. I can't get inside there. Oop, somebody's spotting me. Eat car. That was a clever line. Although that wasn't smart, I think I just drew everything to me. Okay, it says enter the clock to... Oh, do I have to come here and then it's going to make me do a Spiderbot section? I probably should have thought this through. Or actually listen to what Bagley was saying. I'm just going to put on my incomplete Minecraft Creeper cosplay and head on in. God, that's so awful. It's so crunchy. Crunchy, punchy combat physics. Under pursuit? By who? Oh. There, is that better? Nope, no it's not. No it's not. Getting worse. Okay, got him too. Let me in. I'm gonna do the Eric Andre meme. Let me in! Alright.
The path up to the top of the tower is treacherous.
Well, I'm glad I brought my Spiderbot. I have double jumps. Not your chump Spiderbot. Go. Come on. Oh. Oh. Where am I going? Okay. And a sprint function. Is that a death pit in the Tower of... Is this the Tower of London here? It's strange. Whoa! Yep, well, that happened. Physics? What are those? Get up! Oh, God! I, definitely hit the wrong button there. But a solid recovery, if I may say so myself. Keep going, keep going. Alright, moving along. Okay, we can walk the disc. Up on the next thing. Move it, move it, move it. I should probably slow down before I break my spider bot and have to wait 2 minutes to start it all over again. Ah! No. What the? Oh. Oh! I do love the spider bots. They are unique. Oh. Except when the game's decided I don't have my spider bot. I no longer have my double jump or my sprint. But it's clearly the DeadSec spider bot. Thanks. Okay. Consequences of failing, it downgrades your spider bot. At least it doesn't make me start over. That would have been kind of a pain. Move. And go. Go. All right, there we go. Made it. I don't know why I can't just be patient, but and up. And I think I can make that one just anyway. Okay, good enough. Good enough. It let me do the jump anyway. You know what this all reminds me of? This reminds me of old school Prince of Persia games. All the weird platforming sections they had in those. Man, if there was a game Ubisoft was gonna remake, it really needs to be those. And not just kind of do like some cheap remaster, like fully remake them. Give them just a little bit more crispness to it. Alright, I think we made it. We're up at the inner workings. And that's definitely a text thing I should grab here. I believe, if you meant Majora's Mask, because of autocorrect being really mean to you right there, I believe that has already been remastered. It's on... my brain wants to say the Nintendo Switch, which I have access to one to play more games on that in future streams. Alright. There it is. We freed the borough. That's not the tower one. That's Big Ben. Neat. Yes, I do believe Majora's Mask has already been redone along with Ocarina of Time. I know they were redone in the GameCube era, the 5th generation of consoles, and because I had that one. But I was pretty sure I heard they did them again in the Switch generation.
I must admit, I got a bit emotional myself. I suppose that damn clock does mean something.
It represents our parliamentary democracy. To have Albion deface it the way they did, it's clear what they were up to. Thank you, DeadSec.
Advertising? pretty sure we just slapped DedSec logos all over it. It's not like we're any more respectful than they are.
Thanks.
There we go. Westminster is uprising. And now we have... Holy crap. Did I just get Stephen Yeun from The Walking Dead? I am going to enjoy having a spy. Look how suave they look. They all come in snazzy suits. That watch looks expensive.
Dead Sexy's a lot of potential in you. I trust you won't disappoint.
Bang in. Hype to expose the bastards in charge, yeah?
Fantastic.
Alright then. A little on the heavy. Just a little around there. For a spy. Oh, the watch is a gadget! Ooh, neat! What does it do? New operative. He's got the silenced pistol. Oh, it jams enemy weapons. Neat. And he's physically fit with a spy car with a... It gets missiles and a cloak. This is more what they need. This is just what they need to do more of in a future installment of this game. Just have a little bit more fun. Oh, that's so cool. Alright. And then I imagine he's got like Dalton's moves from the beginning. Oh yeah! Big flying sidekick. That's awesome. Okay, I think I'll stop by the safe house. Pick out this guy's mask. And I believe that'll do it for today. This has been the Lonely Stream. It is our little side project. Well, it's my side project for when Lily really can't be around to stream. It would be fun. Yes, Mama Croc. It would be much funnier if he was an old dude. Just picture... I saw a meme, for those of us who know about Dragon Ball Z, that said, little by little, Arnold Schwarzenegger is turning into Master Roshi. And I just can't shake that image out of my head, so... I really want to recruit an Arnold Schwarzenegger Master Roshi type. If I remember to slap that image into this stream's archive, I will. Over me saying that. How much money do I have? Yeah, we can get you the glittery suit. Jacket. Close it, though. Sometimes, always, never. Always follow those rules. I picked up a few masks on this run. That's Sabine's mask. Box of brown. So the masks are going to kind of be variations on other masks, just different kind of stylizations, and yeah, I guess I'm not bothered by that. That's still pretty cool. Yes. He is the secret agent man who just kind of ties a sock on his head. Okay. We've got him all snazzed out. He's ready for work. He'll definitely be who we lead the stream off with next time. If I don't totally forget, because if I pick this game up between streams, I'll just be collecting, like, the easy collectibles and stuff like that. I don't find that to be good content necessarily, so I try to do that more off-stream. And try not to do it so much that my character has all the abilities by the end of the game. I'm just gonna keep a steady pace with it. That'll do it today. Thank you very much for joining me. You guys have been wonderful. Special video shout out to Beer HDHD HDJ. I think I added an extra HD in there, but Nice to have you here, Mama Croc, and others who have popped in and likely left by now, but it's okay. It's wonderful to have you all the same. Join us tomorrow. I will be streaming for Thankmas, a big content creator collaboration fundraising event kind of thing. We'll be raising money for Red Nose Day. For those of you who don't know, that's fighting child poverty pretty much worldwide. I'm not... I'll admit I don't recall the stretch of their reach necessarily, but they're basically supporting welfare programs around the world just so that children don't go hungry, don't go without roofs over their heads, or heat, since we're approaching the dead middle of winter here where I live. So it's for a good cause, and there are plenty of streams to choose from if you'd rather watch somebody else's content. Feel free to just kind of look through the hashtag Thankmas or Thankmas 2020. And best case scenario, just share it around. Get the attention going so we can find people who do have the ability to donate and help. So that's my piece on that. And I'll see you guys soon.